Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. All right, I'm always honest here, very transparent. I'm excited to have this next guest in, but a little apprehensive is the best word, because she said something to me. She's a medium, by the way, psychic medium. She said something to me before we started, like seconds ago, about somebody in my life, and it was so random, but so accurate. And we're going to pick up from that point, I think, right now. Miss Q joins us here on the program. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm, my head is spinning.
Yes.
We just met,
Yes.
literally 5 minutes ago, not even. And
Right.
you said something to me before we got on here. And I said, and I always say this to any medium that joins us, I'm an open book. You got something, you throw it my way, I will validate or not, because I'm honest.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
you threw something my way, and I'm like, so let's validate that. Tell me what you said.
So it's an older lady. Her nose is running constantly. And my nose just started running. As soon as I got that Zoom link, my nose just started gushing. Like, it's still running right now. She's very feisty. She's a little upset. There was some fighting going on, I'm guessing, in between some people. And she didn't like how it was handled. She said, yeah, you know what she's talking about. So she just wanted to let you know that she's very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. And out of all of everybody, you always the one that stand out. She always, was around you. She loved being around you.
I'm not saying, I'm not giving you anything else. You
don't have to give me anything.
Well, hold tight.
Okay.
Deplete whatever you got. Give me everything that's coming through. And then we're going to dissect right through that.
Okay. Well, that's it so far. She's just standing there with her hands on her hip. Typical. Is she Italian?
She's not.
She has a really strong accent. What is that?
That I don't know, but I can tell you this. It's my mom.
That's your mom.
That's my mom. Is like, and here's the
Okay. Wow.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Whoa. Originally, and we're doing this is not about me, but we're just illustrating the process of how this works.
Right.
You first said, I think it might be your grandmother.
Right.
So my grandmother did have an accent, but the nose thing, I'm going to be transparent with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had cancer and lost half her nose.
Oh, wow.
And her nose was always runny. And this was, she passed. I don't even know if I should tell you that part, because I don't give up anything to psychics.
No, I don't want you to. Okay. I don't want you to. Yeah. I believe in everything that they tell me. I can see very clearly.
Yeah.
So how it usually works is whoever wants to come through, come through. Sometimes both of them come through. So I'm guessing them two were very close, because they wouldn't be here together at the same time. So they were very close. And I don't know what closure you didn't receive, but that's because they're here to give you closure. I'm not sure what you were missing or...
Well,
what it went too fast. My dad personally, he also died of cancer, and sometimes it goes really, really fast. And my dad went really fast. He found out in December, he was gone in February. So, I don't know what happens to her, but she is just saying there was too much going on, and she didn't like it.
So
she's at this day for that.
My dad, not cancer, but passed suddenly. And my mom, of natural causes, but it was unexpected.
Right.
There was something major going on, not with me, but others. And just what you said is spot on.
Okay.
Spot on.
Okay. Well, yeah. They just want to let you know they're proud of you, though, because you've been through a lot, and they know you have. And every time you think you're going to fall, they just want to let you know they got you. True. You have some, sometimes, you got some aches and pains in your knees. What's going on with the knees?
I'm good. I need to do more squats, because period of time I'll be working out, then I'll let time go. Man, and it's like,
and then you get a little cracks and cricks. Yeah,
Well, we all do.
people, we all do. Some
Yeah.
people, we have to exercise all the time. And I don't know if your doctor told you that, but I'm hearing to tell you that you should don't stop exercising. It is really beneficial for you.
Yep.
Okay. It keeps your circulation going. Like if you're having circulation problems in your legs or whatever this is in your knee, you should check your knee. If you don't feel it, you should check it just to be on the safe side. Because, we get older, we have that cartilage that runs. I just see it just something rubbing. So you should go check that out.
Interesting. I get signs when you said closure. I firmly believe that there's nothing unresolved with me and my mom. We had a good relationship, all good. I feel she is closer. We're closer now than when she was here.
Absolutely. She's agreeing. She's agreeing.
Like,
And she said all mean. She said she was cranky and mean. She had things going on. She said, but you were hard-headed and stubborn. So it's like the two.
But that I didn't have any issues with that. It was all good.
Yeah.
But I asked for signs from her.
Okay.
And I get them. And they are incredibly specific.
She is very strong. Like she has my body shaking. Your grandmother's strong.
Yeah.
I don't know what accent this is, but she is driving me crazy because she's trying to talk, but she's talking too fast for me. But she wants you to let you know that you're missing something in the house. If you're missing something, she said, look by the bed on your right side on your nightstand. It fell in between there. So something that you're missing or you're looking for, I don't know if it's a piece of jewelry or something like that, she pushed it down.
On top of my mind, I'm not thinking of anything, but I'm going to look because wouldn't it be funny if I find something that's like, well, that's where that went. I didn't know that,
You never know, but they're smart like that. Usually they tell me things specific so that you can know it's them, so that you can understand.
You already did. And the nose thing, listen, I've talked about my mom in podcasts before.
Right.
What you said, and you could have went back and let me look around, let me sniff around. I'm not saying you did. You could. You could.
Uh-huh.
What you said about the nose, nobody would know.
Okay.
Nobody would know.
Ashe.
And that was just, a couple of years before she passed. She didn't pass from that, but very specific. And then the accent,
Yeah, they're specific like that. They want to make sure they tell me some things that you wouldn't tell everybody, like something just between you. Like the whole argument, like she was very unhappy with that, but she know that you didn't have nothing to do with it or anything like that. But yeah, she's really
It was a big
strong.
deal. It was a big family thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she was very upset about how that went down. So
yeah, I get it. Why do some come through and not? Example, I've been connected to other psychics before. And by the way, what you said about my mom was very, very specific. I'm just saying, it's like, mind blow there. Why do some come through and not? My dad doesn't ever seem to come through. My mom, all the time. I ask for a sign. I'll wait a little bit. I'll be patient. Could be the same day. Could be days. It shows up. And I'm very skeptical. That's why when, I didn't mean to like corner you when we first started, but I'm like, all right, let me see what we got going on here. Let me see if let me see if this one's legit.
I'm so used to that. Like, I can't help it. I actually just had to learn how to shut up in public because, you can't just go around telling everybody. Everybody's not ready for that. I'm going to say opportunity to talk to their loved ones on the other side.
Yeah.
Some people are skeptics. Some people they just not comfortable with it, right? I have people all the time that know what I do and be like, if you got a message from me, keep it. Like, I don't want to know. But so I used to, when I was younger, I used to just blurt things out in the store, wherever, in the mall. If somebody came to me and they had a message, I'm going to tell you because they bother me. They will tap me. I won't go to sleep. And then there's some that just don't want to bother you at all. They'll stand there and they won't talk. Why do some come and others? That's just their preference. Some of them have that strength and that oomph to come through. Some of them just like, I'm going up there and I never want to see this world again. So I'm not coming back. Like, people just choose. And I also believe that some spirits choose the medium they choose to talk to. You know what I mean? I always feel blessed if somebody comes to me because that means they trust me to give the message. And that to me, that's a big deal because everybody's not going to trust you with their deepest, darkest things that's going on in their family. So if they tell you, it's because they trust that you're not going to do nothing harmful with it, that you're going to just give the message the way properly, the way the person needs to hear it. So I have a lot of family members that, even though they have never came to me.
Wow.
And then I have some family members that I wake up and I'm like, y'all ain't go home yet. Would y'all go somewhere?
Do you
So
think it's maybe because they are unresolved, they're conflicted, and they don't want to deal with it? Maybe.
I think when they get to that side, it's a much better perspective. They see things clearly.
Hmm.
I It's the human here, and the physical that we can't deal with it. The loss of our loved ones is sometimes so detrimental that we don't even want to talk about it, let know and talk to somebody from the other side. And spirits know that. So, they know you're not ready. They don't want to hurt you over and over again. So they choose not to come through because they feel that you're not ready.
So, on my dad's situation, to maybe your point, I joined a men's group, went on a retreat. This is earlier this year.
Okay.
Way out of my wheelhouse. I never do anything like that. I'm like I signed up for this retreat that just happened to be. It goes twice a year. It just happened to be happening around the time. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm like, what did I just do? Did I just join a cult? What is going on here? What am I doing? And I'm still with the group, and it's great. It's just men getting together and talking about things and doing community service and just realizing we all got stuff going on,
Amazing.
and we're all
That's
real.
right. That's right.
I go on this retreat back in late February last year.
Okay.
And 3-day retreat. First day was like, get me out of here. What am I doing? Second day started, I started to see what I'm learning and picking up on things. Later in the second day, there was a session where, and this is all men, it's you need to forgive your father. Forgive your father if you need to. Take the lessons you got from your father and say thank you. So wasn't super close with my dad. Parents got divorced when I was very young. And then he suddenly passed when I was 21. So I get to the last day of this retreat, and I did make amends in my mind with my dad. I think it's powerful, meditation and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized the last day of the retreat would have been his birthday.
Wow.
And I didn't, it's off my radar. I don't think of it, his date of birth.
I believe just because the spirit doesn't come through the physical or showing you things, they still come through in their own way. So to me, that was him showing you that he heard you.
No doubt.
And that he acknowledged, I don't believe in coincidences.
Same.
For you to go on that retreat
Same.
at that time by his birthday, that was all planned. That was all planned. It's all divine timing. They do stuff that we have no idea about. We just live in our life, and they already have stuff planned, things for you to go through, places for you to go. And one thing about spirit is they need you to go somewhere, you're going to do it because you just have that urge. I know I do. Like, they won't leave me alone until I do it. So, yeah. And by the way, putting her hand on her hip. So I guess they didn't have a nice divorce because she's just like, whatever. Like, it's amazing that some spirits still hold grudges. Some people don't. But yeah, no, she got a hand on her hip for your dad when you said that.
I can see that. And I'm going to share one other one. And this is the ask for a sign. Ask for a sign. I'll make this really quick, but it illustrates what we're talking about here. I asked for a sign. Mom, send me a sign. It's been a while. What do you got? Throw it to me. And I get a new modem right here underneath the desk. Flip it over. Password automatically generated. Saved $100, by the way. Thank you, Mom.
Uh-huh.
The password's on the wall. Wi-Fi password. It's 4 digits dash Rose dash 2 digits. Rose is my mom's name.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, cool. Thanks, Mom. There's something with those numbers. What is with those numbers? And, of course, I played them in the lottery. Haven't won yet. Yeah, but I'm moving them around. When I manipulate them, it always comes out to 7 and 11. 7 and 11. What's the deal? 7 and 11. I got nothing. So I asked my daughter, I'm like, what do you think about that? I feel she's very grounded. And she's like,
Right.
maybe it's your dad. I'm like, Then I thought about it. And I was like, 7/11 is the day he died.
Ah.
And 7, if you add his date of birth, the day or actually the month and day. And it's up here on the wall with these numbers. It's
Wow.
day he was born. So
Wow.
I take that as a sign. Maybe mom is connecting him. He passed from a heart attack, sudden. So I make an appointment with a cardiologist. I go to the
Yeah.
cardiologist, and the cardiologist, minor things, be careful, blah, 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 all good. But when I walked into the cardiologist, the woman at the desk, the intake woman, has a shirt on. And what's on her shirt?
Rose.
Can't make
all
that
day.
up.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I just say thank you, guys. Like
That's
what
what I
can
do.
you do? Yeah, you just say thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good because, she knows that you didn't get to have that relationship. So it's good to see, spirits, even though, they don't want to, they still want that person that they love to receive closure. It's not about them. Humans, we selfish on this side. But when they on that side, they're not selfish. Like, even if they didn't get along with the person, but if you love that person, they're going to make sure somehow, some way, they bring you closure. Just that your father, just hearing that I just feel like on his part, he was a little ashamed. So I'm not sure what happened. He feel like once he left her, he left you. So it's just like was he short?
Yeah, I'd say no. Average.
5'6", 5'7"?
I'm going by memory. I'd say, right around a little bit taller than that.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
not
Well,
like 6 foot or anything.
no. You have a stocky. Who's stocky?
Ooh, got to think about that. I don't know.
You should look. I'm hearing look in your photo book.
What do you mean
So,
by stocky?
okay, I don't mean like built, but not fat. So they just, they buff in here, they wide in here.
That was
Okay.
probably I would say, he was in good shape.
Yeah.
He was in good shape.
Yeah. This look like a person in good shape. He's not that tall, but he's not that short either. So that's what I'm saying, 5'7". I'm not gonna go past 5'7" though, because I'm 5'5", so I'm short. So
I'm around 5'7" too, but I was younger,
yeah.
so I got to remember, but I would say, maybe he was 5'8", something like that.
Yeah, he looks very buff, and he's sad. He's very sad. He hasn't talked, so it could be him. He hasn't said a word. Not all of them talk to me. Some just look at me. And it's not ironic that he just came through like that. Like, it's not, phew, that's chills. Yeah. They don't do that. Like, they want to show themselves, but some just, they're not ready for you the way they need to. Or whatever lesson they didn't learn, or whatever lesson they need to learn, maybe haven't learned it yet. It's so many different scenarios
Sure.
it could play out. Unfortunately, none of them actually have sat with me and told me why they can do what they can do. None of them. None of them. And I've had them throw stuff at me, pinch me, move stuff around, hide stuff that's important because I didn't put it up. So it's like a lesson, put it up. But they never sat with me and go, oh, by the way, this is why we can do this. So who knows?
I was going to ask you how you get what you get, but you already demonstrated that before we even started with the runny nose. And that's, that wasn't a challenge for my mom when she had that surgery. And, that all she did was hold a tissue. But anyway.
Yeah, I seen that. And it's so crazy because soon as now that we start talking, now my nose is drying up because they just want you to acknowledge that.
Yeah, you did.
Right. So, and then
How
they
do
leave you.
when you get things from spirit, is it now you got that, and that was a different kind of sign. Do you have like a spirit guides around you that feed you info?
Yes, they do. When I read, I have a nosy spirit that gets sometimes into people's life that some of them get up and they got to time out, because they get into your deep, dark secrets, like things that you don't talk about to nobody but the Most High. And I have said a lot of things that people just have in their head. That gets a little, at first it was a little scary. Well, I'm used to it now, but that thing right there, that hits people, especially when they just talking to the man upstairs, when they're praying. And I'm literally saying what you're praying for. So yeah, that happens a lot.
I find it amazing that, and we'll go deeper into this in the future, but you harness the power of energy in terms of energy healing, i.e. Reiki. So
Right.
you're multifaceted, going from being a medium to helping people heal energetically. Have you had a situation where you've blended the two of those with a client?
Actually, that's all I do. Is I have to blend it together. I think being a medium, it helps me hone in on exactly what's going on. So if you have blood pressure issues, or if you have issues with focus and balance, some people don't even tell you everything that they're going through. So that's why I like, as a medium, I get to see that, or my spirit go, hey, touch there. And then they were like, ow, I forgot all about that. Or, oh my God, I done had people start crying because, I know they got stomach issues and they're not telling nobody. And it's just a lot of things that it works hand in hand for me. It really works.
I want to go back to what you said before about, you said about, watch your knee. You said that to me, watch your knee. So I'll keep this real short, but I'm going to validate that. My right knee sometimes is a little funky, and it's been a while. It's been okay. I worked with a trainer, and she's a friend. Her schedule changed, so I haven't been with her in probably like a month and a half.
Oh, yeah.
And
go back. That's all I'm saying. It's time to go back.
And here's the deal. Every time I'd be working out and she'd give me something to do, all right, we're going to work on legs, do it this way, do it that way. She go like, why are you not pushing yourself? I'm like, because I'm being careful about the knee. She goes, forget about the knee, just keep going, but do it right. But do the move correctly.
Exactly.
Interesting. And as we're talking about it, things come back, right? I remember my dad, this is as a kid, had some knee issues.
See?
Definitely, foot issues. In fact, he left the Army because of, foot issues. But so it's funny as I call it psychic amnesia. Like if you went to, my family tree, this one, your uncle, I'd be like, ah. But when you start thinking about it, and I'm sure that happens a lot.
All the time. It does. It does. I can't tell you how many people have called me back and go, oh my God, remember you said this? This is this one. Because you be so in awe of what the person is saying.
Yeah.
I've been around mediums all my life. So, sometimes you think you can keep these things from us. And some of them you can. Some of them can't read like that. But my father's side, they were so strong. I have shamans in my family. I have things before I even know what Reiki was. I've been doing it since I was little. I had no idea what it was until I got older and into meditating, where I was like, that's what that is? I just thought I was weird. Like I can make people rock back and forth. I had no idea that that's what it was.
Wow. I'm just, kind of blown away. You're good. You radiate energy. Like I just feel it. But it's genuine. That's the difference.
I don't know how to be nothing else.
and same. And that's why I said you throw things at me and I will validate. But if it's not, if I'm not feeling it, I'm going to say, I don't know. But you talked about the knee thing, and before I'm like, I don't know. And then when I thought about it, all truth.
Ding, ding, ding. That's how it goes. But usually I never take offense to that if you can't catch on right away, because I have so much confidence in them that I know they'd never steer me wrong.
Yeah.
Like I know that. So they nosy. My spirits are really nosy. Like they're getting down to your bed colors. Like they're really nosy if they want to get that specific. Okay. And I don't know what the color of red means to you or for you, but if that is a prominent color in your life, you should wear it more. I just heard that saying.
And I just said to somebody last week that I don't like red on me. I'm not kidding.
You should wear it. That's your power couple. That's your power color.
And it was one of my mom's favorites.
See? I'll ring the bell for you. Say, I have a bell. So I ring the bell.
Wow.
She's definitely prominent. She's strong. She's a very strong lady.
She was. She
didn't take no stuff. She didn't take no stuff at all. And she was just sad about that part. She said if she could come back and beat everybody involved in that little fiasco, she would have.
It was.
But she didn't say deep. She didn't say deeds, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it wholesome.
I got you. Yeah. It was big.
Yeah.
It was a big deal and a slap to her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not just saying this. It was wrong. It was wrong. Yeah.
Right.
What others did, but we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Amazing. Best way to find you. Somebody wants some insight, answers, closure, questions. What?
Well, it's two ways. You can either call me. The phone number is 839-232-9339. Or you can go to my website, and that's InQuitive. And everybody get that mixed up with Inquisitive, so I'll spell it. It's I as in ice, N as in Nancy, Q as in quiet, U as in umbrella, I as in ice, T as in Tom, I as in ice, V as in Victor, and E as in elephant. InQuitive.com. Just think about intuitive with a Q. We just put my name in it. Some lovely friends and I came up with that name over brunch.
I was just making plans for brunch. I'm not even kidding.
I love brunch.
I haven't been to brunch in like years. Stop doing that.
Well, we got to go to brunch when I go to New York one day. We got to go to brunch.
Well, I have a feeling we'll be connecting again. You are, and I really mean this, amazing. And we have only scratched the surface here, right out of the gate. Mind blow.
It's my pleasure. Yeah. My pleasure.
And mine as well. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
And we'll talk soon. Right. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.